Okay, today is the day after my 30 days on keto. Well, I'm sorry, carnivore. I'm tired. Um, doing the not beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, but beef, salt, bacon, and water. I'm doing beef, salt, bacon, and water is all I've had for the last 30 days. Um, The only artificial sweetener I have now is I have a few of the electrolyte packets with that has artificial sweetener in it, but I got the keto chow um, for what I use every day. But I do have those little packets in my purse just in case, but I haven't used one. Um, I there is a sweetener in my melatonin gummy that I take before I go to bed because I work at night. I have to sleep during the day. So, like for example, I just took my I just ate. I came home from work. I cooked my ribeye and my bacon and had my. I take a what am I taking now? Magnesium. Um, and like what is that? I'm taking potassium, a potassium supplement, and NAC, whatever that is. My doctor told me to take that, and then so I'm just gonna take that until it's gone, and then I have a vitamin D, 5,000, which my doctor also told me to take those things because when I first started this, my leg cramps were really bad, and my heart was going my heart was going insane. Like it was just beeping like crazy, pounding. And then so I had a Zoom meeting with my doctor, and she's like, okay, well, she's a spiritual advisor actually. So she basically looked inside me and said my heart was fine. It wasn't like structurally it was fine, but she said I should take these supplements. So she said keep on going, and so I did. I got the supplements, and knowing that my heart was fine felt really good. So, anyways, now it's been yesterday was 30 days. Today is August 1st. I started July 1st. So it was yesterday was 31 days. I do feel better. My last check-in I think was 15 days, and I felt awful. And now I'm feeling better. I can go 24 hours now without eating and feel fine. If I didn't have to work 2 jobs, I could go longer, but I gotta make sure that I eat so that when I get to my lunchtime at my nighttime job in the middle of the night, I cannot be weak. I do a physical labor job, and I have to have energy, and I don't want to worry about packing my lunch and all this crap. So I like just eating once a day, which is great. And I had been eating until just, I guess, day before yesterday. I was eating a pound of bacon and a ribeye steak religiously every day. And drinking, I have a soda stream, and I use that to bubble my water, which I really like because it's good. I mean, I could drink a lot of water, which I need to do because I need to take my electrolytes. Because it's been a couple of days since I've had a leg cramp, but man, those are awful. I mean, I'd be trying to sleep, and now it's just like I'm flying out of bed because I got to stand up on the ground so I could push my legs straight and go back to sleep because it's terrifying. I can't stand those. So Um, but of course I have the real salt. And I've been telling, my friends, because I've started to feel better. My hairdresser noticed. She says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh," I go, I mean, I didn't tell her I'm to carnivore because I've only been on it for a few weeks, so and my hair can't be any different. I mean, it's already grown out of my head. How could it be thicker? It's already grown out of my head. Anyway, I didn't even ask her what does she mean. I just said, well, I just deep conditioned it. It's probably all it is, anyways. And because I do, but what else? I do not have that sharp brain function thing like Carrie always talks about, and Dr. Chafee is always talking about. I mean, you could, like, of course, they've been on it longer, but I don't have that. What I do notice is that I have, there's like a layer of peace inside me. Like, I didn't realize, I've never felt that I'd had anything like anxiety before. I never thought that of myself as having anxiety problems, but apparently I did because I feel calmer now. I feel like less stressed out. Like the other day at work, what was it? Something at work, and I was like, I had been asked to do, shoot, I see my brain does not have the thing that Carrie's talking about yet. But I noticed at work the other day, I was trying to clean a ride. I work for an amusement park, and had been asked to do a route where I clean a certain ride, and it is it was the queue line, so there's lots of poles, and like it's like when you're waiting in line for a ride, and you walk through the walkway, and there's the like a fencing type deal built around you so you can't skip through the queue line. The railings, there was the poles, a lot of those as you the loading area to get onto to this ride, and they were dirty, and my OCD was like freaking out because I was like, how am I supposed to do all this? This is too much. I was like, I told my boss there that night, that this was a long time ago before I started Carnivore. It's like, I can't do it. There's too much for me to do. Like, how am I supposed to? I feel like it's too big of a position for me to accomplish in the amount of time that I've been allotted to do this. So that was years ago. But I still think about that a lot because I had to tell my boss, I can't handle this. It's too much for me. And then when I was told the other day, a couple days ago, last week or whatever, that was my job again, to do that particular route and that particular ride, I thought to myself, you know what? It scared me last time I did it. In fact, I had to tell them I don't think I can do it. And it's been years since I've done that, but I've been asked to do it, and it's okay. Like, I went in, I looked at it, and I was like, and I actually finished so much earlier. I mean, it did take me, I did a thorough job because that's what I do, but it didn't take me my whole shift. So then I had extra time to do some detailing, which I love. I love detailing stuff at work. It makes me just so happy to do extra things, extra work. So to have not only the energy to do extra work, but the peace of mind and the time to do that extra work. I scrubbed the floor. There's numbers on the floor where the people stand to get in a certain line. And I scrubbed those. They were dirty. There was gum on the floor. I had spent extra time scrubbing the gum off the floor to wherever it was in the queue line. I mean, I had time to do a lot of extra stuff, the stairs, just stuff that doesn't get done every day. And so that felt really good. And I was like, the whole time I was doing this, I was kind of blown away because I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the video to see. I don't know why it says 42 on it, because this has been 10 minutes. I hope I'm not, you don't record over other things, do you? I don't know. God, I hope not. Anyways, it's been better. It's been better. Now my dilemma is, like, I want to tell people, but I don't want to push it on them, but it's very frustrating. I live with two people who have diabetes, and at least one of them takes insulin, and the other one's really big, obese, and her legs are very old, and her legs are swollen up, and it breaks my heart because I want them to eat like this, but I haven't really made enough progress yet myself to be like, hey, I don't know. Anyways, this is something that's just really weighing on me. Like, I wish if I didn't have two jobs, I could cook for her. I'd even buy the food and cook it if I just need to. I'm so tired though. See, I just worked 12 hours, and not including commute time. And now it's time for bed because I got to get up and go to work again tonight, and I'm tired. But something that's weighing on my heart. But and I just I've started watching Bill. Bill's second video came out the other day. Bill from Alaska. Wow, that's going to be exciting to watch his progression. And I'm constantly watching Dr. Chafee and Carrie and Dr. Barry, and Dante, and Kip. I watched a bunch of Kip last night. And he was jogging. I was like, oh my gosh. Man, when I came to work last night, I went up just a small flight of stairs. And I was like, oh. It was like when I went to work, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Like, it's just stairs. I walk all night for work. I mean, I'm like, it's a physical job. But that's not enough. My body needs more exercise because I was like, my lungs were just shot after one flight, a little flight of stairs. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I spent the night listening to I can listen to podcasts and stuff while I'm working. And so I listened to a bunch of Kip's videos. And he was jogging, and I was like, he's like, you can do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can you imagine me jogging? I jogged to the bus like a couple of months ago because I was late for the bus. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I kissed like half a block. That's it. And that's all I got inside of me. And I was late for the bus. And I thought, thank God there's not an axe murderer chasing me, because I would totally be dead already, because there's no way I could run away. I'd be just here, take me, because I can't do nothing about it. It's so sad. So I got to work on that. I used to be a fast runner when I was in high school. Really fast. I was the second fastest girl in my school. I used to love to fly. I remember it felt like flying, just running across, I'd run across the football field, and just like, it felt like I was flying. I loved it. No, I can't even run half a block. Oh my God. So don't be depressed. Don't think about depressing things. Anyways, What else? Oh, I have this wart. Let me see if I can. Where's the camera? I was waiting for that. Where's that? I can't see it. Right. Oh, my fingernails are dirty from picking the bits of steak up with my hands. I gotta go wash my hands. So right there, you can see that pretty good. That is a wart. And it's been there. It's been there for a while. I don't know how long. Not years or anything. It just came up from, I don't know where they come from, but it's been there. And it's really annoying. And so I just saw last night that, was it Robin? Somebody made a video saying that her husband, I think, had a wart, and I think she said, oh man, I listened to it 3 times to get it, and I can't remember. It was like 3 months, 2 months, or 3 months, and then it was gone. So I'm looking forward to that, because once before in my life, I had a wart on my finger too, but I don't remember what happened to that one, but it's gone. This is not the same one. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to that. And then there's, this thing. I wanted to get a picture of this. Where's that? Somewhere right here. I can't see it because I don't have my glasses on. Somewhere right here is it's this dark spot on my skin. I think I see it. Anyways, I gotta keep an eye on that too, because they keep saying that skin things clear up, so that's my other skin thing. It's like this age spot. It just creeped up during pandemic. Like, I was constantly, wearing my mask. Never got sick or anything, but constantly wearing my mask. And so I never even saw my face, like, for years, And then, but then when I take my mask down and I stop wearing my mask, and then all of a sudden there's this big dark spot on my skin. I was like, what the So I went to the dermatologist, and I had my face lasered, like, to remove, like, dark spots, and, like, because I used to have, like, freckles all over my face, so I had those lasered off before, and now, so I tried to have that thing lasered off. So I had my face done. So that's the second time I've had my face done. It didn't do nothing. It did nothing at all to that thing. So I was like, great. So now I'm hoping this thing, we'll see what happens if this diet reverses that age spot or clears it up, or because a couple of people have said that it fixes skin things. So other than wrinkles, that's really my skin issues right there. And I'm sure there was more stuff that I wanted to document. I sent a comment to Bill in Alaska about a knife. I don't know what I was thinking, because he's a cook, he's a chef, right? So I'm like, it's really important, and I still think this every time I eat. It's really important to have a sharp knife, because I have steaks. Like, I've only had a couple of hamburger patties this whole time that I've been doing this. It's always a steak, a ribeye steak. I got a big old package of it from Costco, and then I cut it up into 20 different steaks, and then I have a pound of bacon. Oh, that's right. I didn't finish my bacon conversation. I had a pound of bacon with my steak. And so the knife is really important, because it helps me get through that steak without stressing out about not being able to cut it, which was really frustrating before I got the knife. I was like, this sucks. I literally had 3 knives, all just kept plowing at it, like sawing away and cussing, and it was miserable. Not having a sharp knife sucks. But he had mentioned that his brother-in-law, I guess, is making him a cutting board. So what I'm thinking is I want one of those cutting boards like Dante has, where he basically, it's his plate and it has like this reservoir where he can gather the juices. But it's like, that would be perfect. That's what I need. My plate is a Tupperware bowl that I use to cut up my steak. So that's kind of frustrating. But oh my gosh, my gummy's kicking in, I think. But anyways, what was I gonna say now about the bacon? Oh my god, I remembered. That's weird. Okay, so I was eating a pound of bacon every day, but just up until the last couple of days. But then I've been starting to cut back on my bacon. I'm just not as hungry as I was before. I could eat the whole steak and the pound of bacon up until a couple of days ago. Now it's the same size steaks. They're all the same size. And what I do is I take the I take the fat off first. Then I chop it, I dice up the fat. I put it in the air fryer with the day before scraps. So whatever I couldn't finish from the meat the day before, like the gristly parts or whatever that was too tough still, I put those in the air fryer with today's steak's fat. I cook it all up while I finish cooking my bacon and my ribeye in my bacon fat. I had ordered the air fryer thing that Dante uses from Kickstart, and it's not coming until next month because I live in California. I guess other parts of the world they already have it, but not here. So I'm waiting for that to come in August sometime. And then I won't make such a big mess in the kitchen, having to cook every day with bacon spatter spitting all over the stove, and you have to take all that apart to wipe it all down every day. It's really, I'm over the cooking part. I like to cook, but I don't like to clean up all that spatter every single day. It's getting annoying. So I'm looking forward to cooking it inside a contained area that I could just easily rinse out and then move on with my day. And I'm wondering if it does bacon too. Although I'm kind of glad that I cut back on the bacon. It's kind of, I didn't think I'd be able to cut back on bacon. When they keep talking about the lion diet, there's no bacon. I don't use butter right now anyways. I don't care about butter. I haven't craved eggs. I have eggs just in case, but I haven't eaten any eggs. I haven't wanted eggs. Oh, I certainly haven't eaten cheese because last time I think I put it on there. Last time it's like cheese and me do not go together anymore. Can't eat cheese. So all I eat right now is the ribeye steak, the pound of bacon. Until the last couple of days, it's been a pound of bacon. Now today is probably half a pound maybe. Then the real salt and my water. That's it. No, nothing else. Nothing else. So I thought, well, I'm like this far away from being a lion if I could just ditch that bacon. But I love bacon. Like, I never used to love bacon. I never ate so much bacon in my life. Now I'm like a bacon connoisseur. I get the Costco has the 4 packs of 1 pound bacon for $14.92. That's really good price, I think. And then they are low sodium and no sugar. So that's fine if they're not salty enough. I mean, my meat's salty, and if I got real salt to add to it, if their bacon's not salty enough. I mean, and so now, I, I remember, when if I did buy bacon in the past, in the rest, earlier years of my life, I'm getting tired. I used to complain. I used to be in the store looking for the bacon with the most meat on it. Like I remember, that shows that first strip, and through the package you can see through the package, and generally that's how it goes. The rest of the pieces that are cut, sliced. Well, I used to look for the part in the package for the bacon that had the most meat, so I could do like for example, like a wrapped jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese. That would be like, I'd want the bacon with the most meat, right? Now when I get bacon, I open the package and I'm like, oh, so happy when it's mostly fat or all fat. I'd take all fat too, because that fat is super good. But man, today's bacon, maybe that's why I didn't eat as much. It was like so much meat. I was like, why? Why bacon? Why do you have to have so much meat? Where's the fat? I want the fat from you, not the meat. Anyways, I'm pretty good at cooking it the way I want it now. And then I could throw my ribeye. I throw my ribeye in there to cook. I'm still not really good at cooking the ribeye though in the bacon fat. It's either I undercook it or I overcook it, and that's like I can't get it right. Like I need to flip it faster. It cooks so quick, which is great because I need to go to bed and get ready for tonight to go to work, but I can't spend a lot of time cooking. So it works out. But what else was I wanted to point out? I can't think of anything, but yeah, I do feel a lot better. I don't have the same issues I was having last time, being lethargic. And just so tired and miserable, and I couldn't work, and it's like, I did go to work, but I just could barely drag myself around. And like I said, I do a physical job, and it was so hard. Those first several weeks were miserable, and now it's better, but it's been 31 days, and other people are like, in a couple of days, oh, I feel great, not me, miserable. But I do feel better now. But I'm still looking forward to my brain's on fire with decisions and making up my mind and doing all these, and the energy of 3 people and all that. I'm still waiting for all that stuff to kick in. That, looking forward to that. So it's been half an hour. I better sign out. Looking forward to more Bill's videos, and gotta crash out now. But I feel like I'm missing something, like I'm supposed to say something else. Like there's something else. I can't think of any. Oh, this thing. Oh, that's right. There's something, as I scratch it. It is getting better, but there was like this spot. I lied. There is one more skin thing. On the back of my neck, there was like this area that was horrible, like horribly itchy. I do not know what it looks like. I'm not in a relationship with anybody that I would say, hey, could you look at the back of my head and see what that is? But it's been there for years, and it has been really, really it can be in the past really, really annoying. Like I literally would take a fork and scratch it and didn't care if it bled because it just felt better than itching until like a couple months before I started Carnivore. There was this medicine that I got from Amazon. It's for itchy skin or something like that, and it comes in a dropper, and I could go through my hair. It's really thick, and I could reach through my hair with the skin to the skin and put it right on the spot, and then it would stop itching. So I had been using that, which was very helpful because I hadn't used a fork or anything, just like crazily scratch the back of my head. And now that I'm on Carnivore, I have noticed that spot, I haven't used the medicine, and I haven't been like scratching it as much. I can still feel it sometimes, but it doesn't have a giant scab on it. It's just like, although sometimes in the past before too, I felt like, oh, it's almost gone, it'll go away, and then all of a sudden it starts itching again, and then I'd scratch it, rake it again. But I think this time is really better because of Carnivore. It's a lot better. Part of it is habit because it's been years of just reaching back and scratching it for years, and now it's like getting better. It's getting better. I forgot that's all the skin things, I think. The wart, the thing on the back of my neck. Oh, and this age spot or whatever that is. 3 things that I can think of that bother me on my skin. But yeah, I have to go to sleep. So I was thinking I would check in again in 15 days. I still haven't put anything on YouTube. I need to put something on YouTube. I wish I had energy to go jogging, like Kip. I want to just do the, God, it would be good to just not feel so tired. I mean, I feel a lot better than I did, though. Anyways, I'll see you in 15 days, unless something amazing happens. Signing off.